So, dann einmal Hallo und herzlich willkommen an alle Fans der Berlin Con. Mein Name ist Philipp Kretschmer, ich bin von Asmodee Germany und ich freue mich sehr, euch zu diesem Panel hier begrüßen zu können. Wir sprechen heute über die beliebte Escape-Game-Reihe Unlock und das Spielkonzept für Erwachsene, was dann mit Unlock Kids eben eine Transformation in ein Spiel für Kinder erlebt habt. Und deshalb auch unser Titel From Unlock to Unlock Kids, Adapting an Adult Game for Children. Ja, und ich freue mich sehr, euch meine hochkarätigen Gäste vorstellen zu können und deshalb switchen wir jetzt auch gleich ins Englische, denn die Damen und Herren kommen alle aus Frankreich. Deshalb begrüßt bitte mit mir Marie und Wilfried vor, die Co-Autoren von Unlock Kids. Cyril Demac, der Autor von Unlock und Unlock Kids, und Benoit Forget, der Head of Space Cow, der Unlock Kids published. So, great that you're here, guys. And yeah, I would suggest we just put the first question to the audience. So, who of you has already played an Unlock adventure?
Thank you.
Yeah, this is more than half, and of course I hope that everybody who didn't raise their hand will play after this panel. Yeah. Okay, so I would say we just start from the scratch, from the beginning, and Cyril, maybe you can take us back to the year 2016, where you came originally up with the idea for Unlock. So how did that go?
Yeah. Actually, it all began when I first played a real escape room. I mean, in a real room which was closed and everything. And we went out pretty quickly, and I said, okay, there's a game to do about this board game because it's what I do. But instead of searching, because I don't like to work from a blank sheet of paper, I said, okay, let's play other escape rooms. And at some point, I know that my brain will make the work for me and suggest me something. And so it came in 2016. In the morning, I woke up, made a cup of coffee, and then I had this vision. Vision is maybe too mystical, you know, but I had this vision of a card with a door. It was number 10, and a key. It was number 15. And I said to myself, okay, 10 plus 15, 25, and now the door is opened. And that was the basic idea of Unlock. So I grabbed my coffee, went to stage upstairs, and made the first prototype in maybe 30 minutes. And it was really fluid, you know. I had nothing to do. The game developed itself naturally. And that was the idea. And then I brought it back to Space Cowboys. They played it. They said, okay, we do it now. And it went pretty quickly for a game. I mean, it was April 2016, and the game was published in January 2017, which is quite a thing when you work at Asmodee.
Great. And did you already have the first 3 scenarios in mind that came up with the first box, or did you have like 15 ideas already?
I'm more a mechanic guy, so and I wanted to have very different things. So I made the first scenario. Actually, at the beginning, I made just one room, then another, and I said, okay, this is my first scenario, and no, I don't want to make scenarios anymore. We've got to find 3 different authors because I want 3 different styles and 3 different approach because I created a sandbox in a way, and I want to see how different people can exploit this to make things I wouldn't think of. I'm more like here to be the guardian of Unlock, and you do things, and then I head up them. So I don't like to make scenarios for Unlock. I like to work on them. I like to make them Unlock style, but honestly, I don't like to make scenarios for Unlock.
Yes, so in the back we see, I think, an example
the first
of
prototype.
Your very first prototype and the demo game. So yeah, maybe you can elaborate a little bit on why did you think it would be needed to have a demo in the first place, also included in the boxes?
Yeah, we started.
Where you went from there?
It's the very first prototype, yeah, and you know why we hire people to make illustrations, but it was a good start. You've got this key with 15, which I talked about earlier, and this is the whole concept of unlock presented in a very simple way, because you've got the colored cards, and you've got a riddle here, and that was the really good start, and it was a demo at the beginning, a demo that we used to test the concept with real life people, and we had a con in Paris, which was Paris et Ludique, and I made this small demo of 20 cards, just so I made another thing, I made this demo too, and we tried it over people just to know if it was a good idea or not, but we had really amazing comments, so we made the game in the end, as you know.
Perfect. And I think today there are more than 50 adventures out there already in the Unlock universe. So when you now start to think about a new scenario, do you approach it by theme or a specific mechanic that wasn't used yet, or what do you think of?
Merely it's the theme. We are approached by authors and they propose us stories which can be based on books, for example, and a lot of our work is taking those adventures and finding riddles which are where the theme has an importance, and for the riddles, I mean. The riddle has to have something in common. For example, if we make Robin Hood, at some point you will use a bow. It's a really simple example, but we work a lot on this in order to be a complete experience, because of course we cannot tell stories, but if the riddles are embedded with the theme, it's better. So theme is really important for us, and really important for us is to tell a story. We don't want the game to be a riddle. We want to tell a story, maybe with some surprises, and there are some boxes coming with some surprises, I can tell you. But events, things happening, mystery, and sometimes a sad ending or a good ending. We want really to tell stories. It's more important than doing riddles, but riddles have to be within the theme.
Great, thank you. So, Benoit, a few years passed and Unlock became a great success worldwide. And I think you and Cyril were already long friends beforehand. And
no.
No. And
I don't know this guy. Sorry.
And one day you came up with the idea, obviously, to turn this concept into a children's game. Why was that?
When I founded Space Co in 2018, I recruited Wilfried in the same time. We think about how to adapt some IPs of Asmodee games, like Unlock Kids, later Mysterium Kids 2, and other IPs. We thought Unlock Kids was the ideal games to adapt for a kids version, because I think Unlock is a big sandbox. You can adapt in any direction, and the kids version, it was an evidence, yes, for us. And the first question we had to answer that what is Unlock? Unlock for us, it's an addition of two things to reach a new thing. So it was easy to begin, to launch a version for kids, but uneasy to develop after. But this is the first question we had to answer. What is Unlock? And the idea, it's a kids game. We had to keep the No, we have to keep the rules of kid games to apply to unlock later. So.
Great. And I suppose Marie and Wilfried were on board just from the beginning?
Yes, Wilfried
right.
At the beginning, because he was an employee of a Space Co. And with Marie after in freelance. And you can answer if you want.
Great. So yeah, Marie and Wilfried, when you were also like working on the project or starting it, how did you approach it? So how did you manage to find an answer to the question Benoit just raised? What is unlock and how you got the essence of the game applied to kids?
We had the first step of analyzing why unlock, the basic game, can't be played by children, and there was the app, the text, and addition. Sum up. So we must change these three things. So we enlève le texte. We remove the text. So we had to tell story without text. That's difficult.
Difficult to do.
Yes. And we find a way to with this addition of symbols to remove the sum up.
Yeah, the sum of cards. Remove the numbers, in fact, because kids maybe they don't know how to sum two cards.
Perfect.
For the app, we removed the app.
Okay. And would you say it is more challenging to have a transformation of an original concept and turn it into something else than coming up with an own idea of a game? Like, did you find that really challenging, or was it the first time you did it?
No, that's not the first time, but that are two ways to work, two different ways. Original game from us, it's we work only together. When we have to work a kids version, we have to work with the publisher since the beginning of the project.
Okay, and I can imagine that especially testing the concept might be difficult because, of course, you have kids as a target group, and as it's an escape game, you probably can't test it with the same people like a lot of times, right? So how did you approach this challenge?
Yes, we test the game at school, and we must change our tester each time. Qu'est-ce que je fais? Yes.
C'est bon, yeah. Absolutely. And we also see that working on Unlock Kids was obviously exhausting for sometimes as well. Yeah. So I'm wondering if we get back to the app. I mean, there are kids games which have apps implemented. So why did you decide specifically of getting this out? Like maybe Benoit?
Yes, about the app, there is two reasons because we don't want an app in Unlock Kids. The first one is, I don't know in Germany, but in France, kids are already surrounded by a digital screen. So this is the first reason. The second reason is when you have a digital screen with kids, kids cannot concentrate on other things. So it's very difficult to have an app and a game. So this is the second reason, concentration for kids. Yes.
And was this something Wilfried, you already said about it, that you excluded that right in the beginning, but was there also like testings with the app up front, or were you just before you got it even out to testing, you already erased the app and wouldn't use it at all?
For us, that was obvious. We don't have to play with the app, but we had to convince all the team.
Yeah, I see. Because of course, I think a lot of people in the adult version are really happy about what the app does for the game, but I think you really did a great job in excluding this for the kids game without making it less interesting. So yeah, great job about this, and of course this will also be honored tonight as you have won the special prizes from the Spiel des Jahres jury, so congrats to that again. Yes,
thanks.
Yes, well deserved, well deserved. So yeah, great stuff, and thank you very much for these insights.
Thank you.
But of course, there's more Unlock coming up. So for the end of this panel, we would like to give you a little glimpse into the future of what's coming up there in the Unlock universe. And especially for Germany, we have some new releases still this year, starting with a complete new range of games, which are the Unlock short adventures. There will be 6 new scenarios for the beginning coming out this summer in Germany, and maybe Cyril, you can tell us a little bit about what is special about Unlock short adventures.
Yeah, for short adventures we wanted to make something a bit different, not that different because these are just shorter adventures, but at a nicer price first, but also giving you, we work a lot in order to be not too short. You know, we want about 30 minutes of play, which is a good length from a point of view, and so you still have the app for these short adventures, and it's a way for us to propose to maybe to a different people, I don't know, because in France actually we sell the big boxes, and so a lot of people won't buy it because it's, you know, it's a price, free big boxes, and then this is a good entry to the Unlock universe with good adventures, shorter and cheaper, let's say it, and but we worked them a lot too in order to ensure that it's a good experience with still magic in the app, a lot of magic in the app, and strange things. I cannot tell you more, of course, because as soon as you speak about Unlock, you spoil many things, but you can see 6 different universes, really different one from another. 2 of these were demos that we converted and added many cards in order to change them, and the 4 others are original adventures.
Great. And moreover, we also have new stuff coming up in the Unlock Kids universe with Unlock Kids Stories of the Past. So we will have 3 new scenarios, or let's say 6 new scenarios divided into 3 different stories.
Yes.
Maybe Marie, do you have a favorite scenario in this new box, like a favorite adventure?
Sorry, my English is not very well. Je vais...
Ton scénario préféré?
Oui, j'ai compris. It's impossible.
Your mine? No?
Huh?
The Egyptus story?
Yeah, the Egypt story.
This is a scenario from Marion Wilfried.
Nice.
Yes.
Great. So yeah, we have 3 new adventures, getting the players into the Stone Age, the ancient Egypt, and also the Wild West. So a lot to discover. And of course, there's also more stuff coming up this year for the big Unlock fans. There will be a new box which is Unlock Extraordinary Adventures. This is already box 11, I think, and we have 3 new worlds to discover.
Yeah, 3 new adventures. The first one is Restart, which is maybe a follow-up to Insert Coin, but you're not forced to have played Insert Coin to play it. It's in the 8-bit computers universe, so that's the main point. But in Insert Coin, which was released in a previous Unlock, you explored the game from the 80s, and there you will be more in a game from the 90s. But still 8-bit. Then we've got Hollywood, which I really love, which is more like, you know, the old Maltese Falcon or the old Marlowe movies. It's in Hollywood. You have to solve a murder, maybe a kidnapping, strange things. And I really love this one. And the last one is really original. You explore a planet, mysterious planet, and at some point you find this guy, which is called Waf in French.
Oh, he's the evil guy.
This doggy guy, doggy robot. And it's a really nice adventure, really poetic, and there are some surprises in the box. When you open it, I can tell. As usual, I cannot tell anything without spoiling, but this is really a great box. I like it very much.
Great. And yeah, I think this will be not the last content that we see of Unlock, because you guys are never running out of ideas and have a lot in the pipeline, right?
Hopefully not, but we are a team, you know, I'm not alone. It's a teamwork, many people working to ensure that ideas are still coming. And we've got the guys from Volumic, which are developing the app, so they propose us things too. And yeah, it's really a huge work to make an Unlock, but even with 50 adventures, we still have ideas and still new concepts coming, which I cannot speak about, and you will see next year maybe.
Okay, yeah, we're really looking forward to that. So thank you guys very much for this information. Yeah, and I also hope you guys find it interesting as well. If you have any questions, now's your chance to ask the authors. Jetzt könnt ihr natürlich auch auf Deutsch machen, wenn ihr möchtet. Und ich übersetze gerne.
Hi, thank you. Yeah? Okay. Thank you, this was fascinating. A question for everyone. When children fail to escape the room, do they act differently from when adults fail to escape the room? And was that a consideration?
Plus pour vous, est-ce que les enfants ils se comportent comme différemment des adultes quand ils testent les escape rooms? I let them answer because they've seen more children playing it than me.
Sometimes, or often, kids have a better logical way to play. And adults are maybe lost this way to play. I don't know.
Yeah. It's possible. I cannot only answer, but here with the big Unlock, we've got families playing, and sometimes with a younger kid, and sometimes the younger kid notice things that the adults are not able to, because they've got a better sight. I mean, not just the quality of the eye, but you know, they've got better memory, this kind of thing. A kid can beat you, beat the crap of you in any memory game, you know, and they've got this particular thing that we lose when we become adults, which is a pity.
I was just curious when the next Unlock Kids, will come out, because my kids are waiting for it.
Yeah, so maybe I can answer that regarding the distribution. So probably we will have the Unlock Kids 2 out before Christmas, slightly before Christmas. But of course we hope that you can all put it under the Christmas tree. So
About Unlock Kids, there is a delay between the French release and the German release, because in France, the third box will come in September this year, but the year after, 2024, in Germany. We hope.
yes, we hope, definitely. And I think it's no secret that we can also foreshadow that there also will be new Unlock Kids content next year. So, yeah. Okay, gibt es sonst noch eine Frage? Any more questions? Gut, dann danke ich euch allen sehr fürs Zuhören. Thanks a lot to you for sharing all these insights. Und noch ganz viel Spaß auf der Berlin Con an euch alle.